How to trust God even in difficult times. Haggai 1:7. This is what the Lord Almighty says, "Give careful thought to your ways." Navigating life's highways, trusting God completely. In the whirlwind of daily life, where the clamor of worldly pursuits often drowns out the whisper of spiritual devotion, it's all too easy for our faith to retreat into the shadows. There exists a silent admiration for those who display unwavering spiritual resolve, yet many of us settle for a lukewarm existence, characterized more by routine than by a heartfelt connection with the divine. For over a decade, this was the narrative of my life, a story not marked by dramatic falls from grace, but by gradual drifts away from it, where the milestones of success masked a profound lack of appreciation for what truly mattered. It was J.C. Ryle's sermon, "Consider Your Ways," that served as a wake-up call from this spiritual slumber, urging a revival of our relationship with Christ. Reflecting on my own journey, which meandered from failed business ventures to the discovery of profound purpose amidst life's trials, Ryle's call to cleave to Christ more closely struck a particularly resonant chord. This message was especially poignant during times of personal and professional upheaval, underscoring the importance of verses about trusting God, a reminder that in every circumstance, our reliance on His guidance is paramount. Discovering verses about trusting God in unexpected places. For years I wore my independence like a badge of honor, steering my own course in the business world with a mixture of pride and obstinacy. Despite occasional successes, many ventures didn't unfold as anticipated. Ironically, the areas where I did achieve success were those I least acknowledged or valued. This phase of my life was characterized by a superficial faith. I bore the label of a Christian more in name than in practice, inadvertently contributing to the less than stellar reputation Christianity sometimes faces. Our nature inclines us to weave narratives of self-sufficiency, to believe in the illusion that our efforts and plans are the bedrock of our sustenance. Yet Bible verses about trusting God shatter this illusion, reminding us that it is God's grace that is sufficient, not our own might or wisdom. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. 2 Corinthians 12:9. These words were about to take on a profound significance in my life, teaching me how to trust God completely, a lesson I would grasp fully only when confronted with significant adversity. The catalyst of change, lessons from Bible verses on trusting God. The pivot point in my life arrived unexpectedly, heralded by two life-altering events, the birth of my child and the devastating collapse of my business amidst a global crisis. Fatherhood brought with it a profound awakening, compelling me to view life through a prism of responsibility, love, and an immutable realization of what truly holds value. This transition was both joyous and sobering, reshaping my understanding of my role in the world and my relationship with God. However, as I was adjusting to this new identity, my professional life suffered a blow that felt insurmountable. The economic havoc wrought by the pandemic laid waste to my business, a venture built on years of hope and hard work. The loss was more than financial, it was existential, forcing me to confront questions about my worth, abilities, and faith. Yet looking back, I see this period not with eyes of regret, but through a lens of gratitude. Even in the midst of failure, I felt blessed. My relationship with God did not wane, rather, it deepened. The material world lost its grip on me as my focus shifted to the spiritual realm. In this crucible of failure, the essence of Ryle's message became my reality. Discovering grace in unexpected places. Necessity drove me back into the workforce, and I faced the prospect of returning to truck driving, a job I had held in my mid-20s and had never thought I would return to. Yet, what seemed like a setback was about to unveil a hidden blessing. Through prayer and reflection, I discovered an opportunity that appeared to be tailor-made for me. Although it was still related to trucks, it aligned more closely with my interests, involving work for only 3 days a week, a schedule far more accommodating than long-hauling. This new role not only allowed me to indulge in my passion for working on my own business from home, but also presented me with the chance to demonstrate to the skeptical world how a man of faith has no issue undertaking tasks that others may shy away from such as cleaning toilets and washing trucks. This apparent detour in my career path emerged as a significant milestone in my spiritual journey, uncovering an unexpected wellspring of grace. Since embracing my faith, I had seldom needed to interact with non-believers. It's one thing to possess doctrinal knowledge and theological acumen. It's quite another to have these tested in the crucible of real-world interactions. Lessons learned on the road, less traveled. This journey has imbued me with invaluable lessons about faith, grace, and perspective. First, it has taught me that our plans often diverge from God's plans for us, and that there is profound wisdom in trusting His direction. Embracing the unexpected and finding silver linings in adverse situations can lead to a deeper, more meaningful communion with God. Moreover, I've learned that faith is not a stationary state, but a dynamic journey. It is punctuated by highs and lows, successes and failures, joys and sorrows. Throughout this odyssey, God's grace remains a constant beacon, inviting us to evolve, learn, and draw ever closer to Him. As the old saying goes, you have to talk the talk and walk the walk. Conclusion. Delving into the interplay of faith, adversity, and grace from a Christian perspective offers profound insights into spiritual growth amidst life's trials. Grace, as depicted through Scripture and teachings, anchors us in tumultuous times, endowing believers with strength, resilience, and an unwavering awareness of God's presence. This divine fortitude turns challenges into opportunities for spiritual maturation, guiding us towards a more profound, unwavering faith and purity of heart. This synthesis of grace, adversity, and faith charts a path of spiritual resilience and transformation, a journey where challenges are met with divine strength, steering us towards a deeper and steadfast relationship with God. Now, if you have 40 minutes to burn, why not dive into a sermon by J.C. Ryle? What's the worst that could happen? End up more enlightened. Or, if it's not your cup of holy water, you're welcome to give me a thumbs down and graffiti my website with your colorful opinions. Honestly, I don't mind. Who knows, it might just turn your life around. Now, blessings to all of you. If you find a speck of truth or joy here, feel free to blast it across the digital universe, or maybe even print it out and stash it in a bat cave. Yup, that was a dad joke. Prayers are greatly valued, and please know that I consistently pray for all my readers and listeners. May each of you be abundantly blessed by God.